This channel's content is intended for people over the age of 13. If you are under that age, please leave now. Thank you.
Just to let yous know, there's a ton of swearing in this video, so listener beware.
Alright troops, how's it going tonight? Another wet and windy day in Scotland, so I thought I'd do a video talking about this new Half-Life game. Well, I'm happy that Valve are now remembering their customers, you know, other than just making money off them from Steam. It's nice to see that they're actually going to make more games, but does it have to be a fucking VR game? I mean, really? Jeez, oh. Bring Half-Life back, what do they do? VR, Steam VR no less. So you can only use it on Steam, which means you'll need a fairly powerful PC, and then you'll need a Steam account, obviously, and then you'll need to buy a VR headset. I don't even know how much the VR headsets are for Steam. Don't care, won't be getting it. Hopefully, maybe they'll see sense and just sort of release it as a normal game at some point, but don't hold your breath. This is Valve we're talking about. Valve. They can ram it right up their valve. But the thing that annoys me even more is that the game looks bloody good. That just pisses me off more, because I want to play it now, but no, my PC's not good enough. I ain't fucking decking it out with new shit. Not spending a whole heap of money on it for one game, you know what I mean? In Steam VR, what else is in Steam VR? Probably all the VR games you can get in PS4 and the like. So you'll have a back catalogue. I mean, there'll be more than one game available for Steam VR, I'm sure. But this isn't the way I wanted them to bring back Half-Life. I mean, could you imagine had they called this Half-Life 3? People would have been fucking berserk. Half-Life 3 is exclusive to Steam and VR only. You're like, oh, Jesus. And it's meant to be the same length as Half-Life 2. This is set before Half-Life 2, but after Half-Life 1. And I can now see why they're doing this, because you don't need to write a new story then. They can just fluff it. It's like, oh, well, it's set in that time period, so everything looks kind of the same, and all the characters are kind of the same, maybe slightly younger. I don't know exactly what the time difference between 1 and 2 is. Probably 100 years. Nah, it's not like that. But they can't get Dr. Breen back, unfortunately, because that actor sadly passed away a few years ago. So this is what we've got in place of Half-Life 3. I hope this is just a sort of test in the water type deal to see if folk actually want more Half-Life. So I do want it to sell well, but I don't want it to sell well enough that this is the sort of trend that goes forward. Oh, but, well, Half-Life Alyx sold 8 million units, right? Fuck it, we're making Half-Life 3 Steam exclusive and VR exclusive. No, don't do that. For the love of God, Valve, you've got more money than sense. Gaben, whatever his fucking name is, Gabe Newell, Gaben, Gabon, aye, whatever, Gibbon, Jabba, aye. He's got more money than sense. He's already worth billions, going to just make Half-Life 3, what the fuck's the problem? And while you're at it, get Turtle Rock to make another Left 4 Dead, although you've got competition, stiff competition in the form of World War Z, which is a bloody good Half-Life stand-in. Half-Life? Not a Half-Life stand-in. Left 4 Dead stand-in. It's a bloody good game, plus they'll keep releasing these free levels, more campaigns for nothing. Let's see if Valve would be happy enough doing that. Probably not. But you never know. They've got more money than God, if he existed. Oh, controversial. I love controversy, mate. It sells. That's why fucking GTA sells so much, and they'll get pumping and all sorts in it. People are getting their heads stomped out. Anyway, I'm getting off track here. We'll talk about this VR game, which looks good, but they've got... I noticed that Alyx has got these gravity gun gloves, which look a little bit more sophisticated than the big hunk of gravity gun he got in the second game. So for it to be set before the second game but have better tech than the second game, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, you know. Still, it looks bloody good. The graphics are sweet. The atmosphere looks just spot on. It looks exactly what I would think a modern day Half-Life would look like, except it's VR and it's no Half-Life 3, so... They've half delivered in my eyes. Half. I don't think this will get a console port because it'll need a beefcake of a machine to run it. Maybe in the next generation with the Scarlet and the PS5 it might get a port then. But now, no, not a chance. So, oh well. That's what we're getting from Valve. At least I've got off their arses and done something, I suppose, but I'm finding these days that companies have a stunning ability to do everything that we don't want them to do. Oh, we'd like multiplayer in Fallout. I know, let's make a broken mess of a fucking online-only looter shooter that no one liked. Could we maybe have some more Half-Life? Even a 3-hour episode 3 would do. Oh, I know that they're asking for more Half-Life. Ignore you for 20 years and then go, let's release a VR game. I didn't think VR was that popular. What the fuck do I know? I don't have more money than Donald Trump or whatever rich person insert here, there, you know, whatever. So, I'm not overly thrilled. I think I'll just go play the Orange Box again. Aye, good God. Play the Orange Box again. That was a good deal. Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 1 and Episode 2, Portal, Team Fortress 2, everything but the kitchen sink, ladies and gentlemen. I would just like them to start releasing the older games for the consoles on the digital marketplace. I'd like a physical release, but it's maybe not all that plausible at this point. If they could just remaster it, make it run in 1080p, 4K, whatever, 60 FPS, bump it on, they'd make a mint. I mean, they're really missing a trick. That's really dumb. Id are the same. It's like, why don't you get like Quake 2, even Quake 4, which was on the Xbox 360, but you can only play it in the 360, and that was a bit of a substandard port. So why don't they get them on about a pack or individual for like $6.99 or something like that? Man, I'd make a fucking fortune. I'd love to play Heretic again. I know I could load it up on my PC, but I don't like sitting at my PC playing games with my face 2 inches for a 30-inch monitor. Fuck that. It's not even a monitor, it's a TV. Just a 32-inch telly. Do you want to sit in front of a 32-inch telly inches away where you're hearing about at 60 FPS? That's a great way to get a migraine and vomit. So I don't recommend that, no. Anyway, this is all I'm going to say. I'm gonna leave it here. I can't seem to really ramble much these days. It's a bit of a disappointment. Anyway, good night, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you all later. Like and subscribe and all that jazz. Bye.